Omarion Hampton's draft stock is skyrocketing right now, but is he really closing the gap on Ashton Jeanty as running back 1 in this draft class? Over the past few months, Hampton has gone from being mocked in the second round to now being mocked as a first-round running back prospect. Some people even have him higher than Ashton Jeanty in the first round. Is this legit, or are people just getting tired of hearing Ashton Jeanty's name? Let's break down why Hampton's stock is rising and take a look at whether or not he really belongs in the same league as Jeanty. Let's be clear, Hampton's rise isn't just random. This dude is a freak athlete. He recorded a 4.4640 at 221 pounds. Like, this dude can move. He was in the 90th percentile for explosion numbers with a 38-inch vertical and a 10-foot, 10-inch broad jump. That's crazy. He's a perfect concoction of size, power, and burst, so you can see why all these scouts are drooling over him. But here's the thing, Hampton's game does have some red flags. First off, his vision can be shaky. He has a habit of running into his blockers instead of waiting to set up the run. He might be very scheme dependent because they ran a lot of zone at UNC. And because of this, he may have issues with power and gap run schemes. And unlike Jeanty, sometimes he doesn't lower his pads to get those extra yards. Jeanty's known for breaking a ton of tackles and bouncing off defenders to get that extra inch, and Hampton just doesn't do it as much. Now look, Hampton, does he have talent? Of course, it's undeniable. But unlike Jeanty, I don't think he can get dropped into any scheme and thrive with minimal help. Also, this isn't like the draft a couple years ago with Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, where Jahmyr Gibbs had elite speed to stand out against Bijan. Hampton's speed's about the same as Jeanty's. So is Hampton a first-round talent? Probably, but does he deserve to be in the same conversation as Ashton Jeanty? I'm just not buying that. In my opinion, Jeanty's still that guy, but if your team ends up drafting Hampton in the first round, I still think you're gonna get a top quality running back. So who would you take, Jeanty or Hampton? Let me know in the comments, and if you want your team to draft either one of those, make sure to bookmark this. I'm out. Peace.